Hello, my name is Arnav Kukar. I'm a 7th grader at High Middle School. I really enjoyed working on this project and thank you for the opportunity to share my work.
My project is a program that can allow you to look up companies and it will display the key stats so you can determine whether it is good or not. You are also able to look up categories like art or healthcare, and it will use AI to look at the descriptions of all the companies in the stock market to find the most relevant ones. This is useful because you are able to find companies in a specific industry that you think is going to rise in value. I got this idea because my dad told me that AI healthcare is an emerging market that would skyrocket in the future. Since it wasn't a conventional industry, I wasn't able to find companies for it. This led me to create my own way to find companies.
So as you can see here, this is the demo. Welcome to Stock Searcher. And this program has two main functionalities. The first of them being that you can enter a company. So for example, I could enter Apple. And what this would do is it would go to a website and scrape all the major information that you would need to determine if you want to do more research into this company. So as you can see, it will give you the stock price, market capital, revenue, assets, liabilities. It will actually use the assets and liabilities in a calculation to tell you how risky this company is. It will tell me the net profit margin, and it will also tell me how overvalued or undervalued this company is. And so that's pretty much enough information that you need to tell if this is a good company to invest in. And then you could also do something else like Tesla, and then you'd be able to compare their stats to see which one seems like a better candidate, which will give you a better return on investment. And so the main functionality of this app is that you're able to basically write down a keyword like artificial intelligence. And if I think that artificial intelligence is going to be a very wealthy industry in the next couple of years, then this will be very useful in finding companies that revolve around artificial intelligence. And so this will give me a list of companies that all have artificial intelligence baked into them. And so, for example, let's say I want to learn more about this Informatica Inc. And so I can click on it and it will take me to the same stats about it. And so now I can look into this and I know that this is an artificial intelligence company. It'll also be able to see how well these statistics match up to how much I want to invest in this. And that is the demo. So as you can see here, this is the code from the demo you just saw, and I'm going to skim through this pretty quickly. Options from my CSV, so I'm able to use them. Over here is where I implement the AI, and I use Sentence Transformer, which will basically go through all the documents or the descriptions, and it will, with a given keyword, it will find the one that matches the best with that keyword, and then it will return the 5 most relevant ones. And so over here is my GUI using tkinter, and over here I'm just setting up everything. I'm setting up the heading, the text boxes, the buttons and everything. And then over here is where I have my getTickerFromName function, which uses the module Yahoo query, which will basically go on to Yahoo Finance. And then if I type in something like Apple, then it will return to me the ticker, which is AAPL, and I'm able to use this in the web scraping portion. And so then over here I have my AI function where I basically have a list that I make called result, and it's equal to the list of all the 5 companies that are most relevant to my search. And so over here I make the buttons so you can click on the companies, and then all the way down here is where I do the actual web scraping. And so I use stockanalysis.com for it, and I just go through all of it, and I used inspect on stock analysis to be able to figure out all the classes and stuff. And as you can see, I get the assets, liabilities, the profit margin, EPS, and I get all of this and I store it in a big list, which I'm then able to just print out to the screen. And that is my code. Some future plans I have for my project are, number 1, to add weighted values so that instead of just evaluating the companies based on description, it would also be able to judge them based on their EPS, net profit margin, market capital, revenue, among other things, which would give you a more concise answer. Number 2, I would make this into an app so that it would be more intuitive and accessible to use. And number 3, I would add some sort of a forecast so that you would be able to see how stuff is going to be affected in the future, like the revenue, the market capital, and the stock price. And those are my future plans. As you can tell, I really enjoyed working on this project and gave it my all. I hope you like it as much as I do. Thank you.